The religious leaders of Jesus' day were really the people that Jesus had the most in common with. Of course, they were also the ones that Jesus reserved his harshest criticisms for. So maybe that helps to explain why they so easily misunderstood him and were so easily offended by the things he said. Like when he said that he would tear down the temple only to rebuild it again in 3 days. How can anyone take that literally? They had to have known it was a metaphor. And maybe they did. And maybe they understood the criticism of the affliction that they were guilty of, edifice complex, loving the building perhaps even more than they loved the God that they believed to dwell inside of it, or worse yet, believing that God could be contained to a building, or the building represents the power of the institution that led to their prestige, to their power. Now, don't get me wrong, I think we today too often also are afflicted with edifice complex. And we are like fools on a beach, taking what wood we have available to build something we believe to be permanent. But there's a tsunami coming, and it will not last. And we're not listening to the voice of Jesus encouraging us instead to make surfboards, so that maybe when the time of change comes, we'll be ready to move beyond our walls, out into God's vast creation where people need to hear the message of God's love, the salvation that is ours through forgiveness, reconciliation, the restoration of right relationship. Maybe it's time to do a little surfing.